Now that you've done the wacky R's, what we're going to do is we're going to combine some knowledge that we've had before, namely final silent E, and we're going to combine final silent E words with wacky R's. I'll show you what I mean. If we take the first wacky R, ah, and we add final silent E, at the end of a word we have the sound air, as in bear and care and dare and so on. What your students will notice quickly is that there are other ways to spell some of those words. For instance, bear. You've got B-A-R-E, meaning nude, but then you've also got that animal with fur, a bear. How do you spell that? Now you can start compiling word lists of related words that sound the same but are spelt differently. This is a really good exercise in combining all of this knowledge and then noticing some of the conventions of our language. What you do is you get your students to get their consonant start cards, and with that first wacky R and final silent E, they can start generating bear, a version of the word fair, and then of course fair, spelt differently, and so on. And see how many words they can generate that sound the same but are spelt differently. Then on to the second wacky R, spelt E-R. When we add final silent E to this we get, that's right, ear. But there are other ways to spell ear. You can spell the word here in two ways. Two different words, two different spellings. But you see how using your consonant start cards you can start generating these. The next wacky R is I-R. When you add final silent E, you get ire, as in fire. A very common spelling mistake is to transpose the E and the R at the end of the word fire. Have you seen fire, desire, or hire spelt like this? You can start undoing that habit by having them first learn the wacky R's and then to apply final silent E. So there are lots of purposes and processes here that can be taught to your students. This is a very dense lesson. I haven't put the wacky R or with final silent E, because when you add final silent E to or, what you get is the sound or, like in the word more. So there's no change in sound. That then brings us on to the final wacky R, spelt U-R. Adding final silent E, you get the sound ewer, as in cure and pure. And how often have you seen cure and pure spelt like this? This is another opportunity to undo that habit. Do enjoy this lesson. It's dense and enriching.